What's up?
So it's early AM.
It's real early. Well, I guess probably in most people's worlds, this isn't even really early.
Sun's up.
Yeah.
We started earlier. It's just
we're now in the car driving.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it's
So yesterday we bought a car from
Copart.
the horrible, notoriously crappy Copart. And we went out there and got it. And on the way back, I made a really stupid mistake of bidding on another one and won it. Don't use Copart. They just bend you over with the fees. Won the car for $2,000, and I was like, that's not bad. 2015 Jetta with 80,000 miles. Well, then they
It's got some rear end damage and stuff, but I mean, nothing terrible. You'll see it whenever we get there, but
all of a sudden I get the invoice and it's $2,808. So they had $808 in bidder fees, gate pass, online bidding fee.
It's just stupid because we bought another Jetta from them. It was a 07 Jetta, and the fees were way less. I mean, like, I think $300 less, no, $400 less for the fees.
More than that, because we won that car for $300 and out the door was $545.
Yeah.
So there's $245 in total fees on that one, and $800 on this one.
Yeah, so we were like, oh, that's not bad. You know, that's probably the same fee that you get for all the cars. No, they just like, surprise, bend you over. So
our rollback can't go across state lines. For those of you that don't know, we're in Wisconsin. We're not too far from the border. It's an hour to the actual border, and we're another half hour into the cities to be able to get to this auction. Our rollback can't go across state lines. We don't have the MC and all that other garbage. Technically, it's our personally used rollback.
Yeah, it's stupid that we can't take it across state lines. We're not even supposed to technically use it for what we use it for.
It's stupid. You paid $600 to register it and drive it, and they tell you where you can
use it. It's stupid. The laws around here are dumb.
Oh yeah, that's a rant for another day.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, back to the car.
Yes, the car. So we also now no longer have a truck and trailer due to some unforeseen circumstances. So Christian broke the trailer. That was one of the unforeseen circumstances.
I definitely broke the trailer. Bad.
And another Copart Yahoo moment is they give you 3 days to pick it up, and it says if in the first 2 days falls on a weekend, then they'll give you a little bit of grace period. That's not the case for me, so we have to get it picked up today also. And tried calling in some favors, don't have any favors, so we are headed there to drive it back. Another thing you should know about Copart, they say they run and drive, and it's a technicality. If it starts and it moves, it runs and drives. So we're gonna get there, and we're gonna take a rear-ended Jetta and drive it an hour and a half back.
Well, yesterday, whenever we bought that other Jetta, that 07, it was a running, driving vehicle. Well, we get there, there's no battery in it, and the alternator's bad. So we're like, well, crap. We didn't want to have to change the alternator out there, so we just threw a brand new battery in it, and we just drove very fast all the way back home.
It made it. So we didn't bring you on that adventure, so we're going to show you a little bit of today, what this is going to be like. But well, we've got an hour and a half drive. We're just getting on the interstate, so we will update you when we get there. Yep. Here we are at Copart. We're at the wrong location. There's a couple different ones. While we were in there, though, lady in front of us, very upset. She came to pick up her vehicle that she had won, and their keys are not in the vehicle, even though they had keys with this one. It says it runs and drives. And the lady proceeded to tell her, runs and drives only means that it moved feet forward and then was able to get into its parking spot. And in their disclosure, their fine print, it says keys may not be guaranteed on time of pickup because somebody might steal them on the test drive before the auction or when picking up another vehicle. So basically they're telling this lady she's just SOL, and I don't know how far she came or anything. I mean, something like us, we're an hour and a half. We drove a Subaru, so we wouldn't be able to pick ours up if that's the case. So
hopefully that's not the case. We don't know
I'm
yet.
really worried because it was one of those, it runs and drives and it's got keys. And now I'm like really worried here. But just another reason.
Wait, it was this way, right?
Yeah, I left up here. Just another reason to really watch out for Copart. I know a lot of people think they're just crazy good deals, but again, I mean, a $2,000 car comes out to $2,800. It's a salvage vehicle. I think yesterday we figured out if everything is good and only the stuff that we saw is bad, I think we've got probably another $1,200 in damages, title, inspection fees, all this other stuff. It's not as good as it seems, and they are super sketchy.
Oh, hang on. And God, I was gonna say something. I can't remember what it was now. All right, well, go ahead and cut it.
We'll think of it later.
Looks decent.
It's actually not as bad as I thought it would be.
Not too bad. Brakes work.
We got lucky.
It's push button start.
I'll tell you right now, we got lucky. Because I bought from Copart years back, and it was a nightmare. But
Yeah. This one doesn't seem too bad.
so
That might stay down.
Yeah, I think it will, but I kind of want to beat this down a little bit. What do you think?
I think it's just fine. I don't think they're gonna beat that down, to be really honest.
Okay.
So.
Nice one. I want to strap on it and see it, but piss on it.
It's
good.
fine. So let's take a look-see inside. It's got a nice cloth. It's low miles. This one's got the 1.8. Purrs like a kitten.
Meow.
I like this color. Sure is nice. But I think we're gonna get on the road, huh?
Yep.
It's cold out, and I'm sick of standing out here.
Yeah,
So,
no plates, and it's a salvage vehicle. For those of you that don't know, totaled out by the insurance company, and then you have to fix it and have it state inspected, and they'll deem it roadworthy or not. Once it's roadworthy, they give you a title that'll say, depending on your state, ours says prior, or Minnesota says prior salvage. Wisconsin says rebuilt title. It just means it was totaled out and it was inspected and now it's good. We're not supposed to drive it, but
we're gonna do it anyway
as
because
we explained earlier, we don't have a choice. So we're gonna get on the road. Christian's gonna follow me real close with the purple people eater, and hopefully we don't get pulled over.
rolling down the highway. Haven't been stopped yet. Look at it all smashed up. It's pretty great. All right, so you guys saw us pick up Jordan's 15 Jetta. We kind of showed you a little bit of the damage that had been done to it. I'll add a couple of photos just after I get done talking here so you can see kind of how smashed this thing really was. So we've got it on the frame rack here. We've been pulling on it for a while now, and we're starting to make some headway, and it's actually coming along pretty well. We've got my Jetta in the back over there on the lift. That one we're doing an alternator in. And yeah, then Jetta stuff. So I'll show you how we are pulling this stuff out, and Jordan's gonna do cool demonstrations on stuff. There's a button. Jordan likes to press buttons, so see, it's got, and then it pulls.
So there's two more arms over there, so you can kind of get all around it, get it pulled. Sometimes you got to do two at once to pull different ways and stuff. This one's pretty straightforward.
Right.
It's hydraulic, so when we press up, that goes up, which pulls the chain. So right now we've got this straight across. That way when we go up, it's gonna pull straight. So everything just kind of gets locked in so it doesn't move.
Yeah, it works pretty good. See, pull it, Jordan. Pull it.
Car's chained down, so it's probably gonna move a little bit first, but.
See, it like pulls it kind of straightish.
That well didn't hold.
Yeah, that one didn't hold very well. But you guys kind of get the gist of it. That's why there's a bunch of random like bolts welded onto this car, so we can like get on it, clamp down, and then kind of pull it out little by little. We're not body men by any means, but
follow the page. We do rat rods.
Yeah, we do rat rods and stuff, but Jordan's kind of doing this car for his wife, so we're just fixing it and gonna make it a lot better than what it was and look like a car again. I mean, you're never gonna see any of this stuff once the bumper cover's on and the new deck lid's on and new tail light and all that stuff. You're never gonna see any of this stuff here. So we're gonna get it as good as we can and then put the plastic back on it, and you'll never see it ever again.
Realistically, the only reason this area is even getting really messed with is there's a bumper mount that goes in here so it can clip to it. And obviously, with it being plastic, there's no give, so it's got to be pretty freaking close. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, as long as you've got your gaps lined up and then obviously go through and straighten all that out so your weather stripping's good, there really wouldn't be an issue. Like Christian said, it's not going to get seen. It doesn't affect it. I wouldn't be worried about it other than that bumper mount.
It'll be fine. Yeah, so you guys kind of see how we're doing that kind of stuff. But yeah, we'll get back with you whenever this is even better. Even better.
Well, just close to good.
Yeah, close to good, even better. One of the two. So, all right. So Jordan got all the stuff painted for his Jetta over here.
Jetta!
Yeah, Jetta stuff. So, what he's doing right now is he's wet sanding, and then we're gonna buff it because we're painting in, our shop, so it's dirty. Here's Skippy. So yeah, there's dirt and shit in there, and a little bit of wavy. So we're gonna get rid of all that, and I'll show you how he's doing that. So what'd you start out with, Jordan? Did you start out with 800 or 600 on this one?
This one I'm gonna start out with 800. This one wasn't. I'm not a painter, okay? So I say it wasn't that bad. We'll dry it off here so you can't see. It's not horrible. There's a little bit of dirt in it.
Yeah, you can see some of the dirt and all that shit.
But something like that, our 800 will bite through it. The crap we get. Gold Pro.
Because we're fancy.
800.
Yep.
It's hook and loop, so you can actually, wet sand. The other stuff that we have is the sticky stuff, so you can't do that, obviously. We're just gonna go over 800, so it's smooth. You can kind of see, it's not yet. It's still a little bit wet, but you can kind of see it needs to go a little bit more. And then from 800, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, and then we'll buff it with cutting, and then we'll buff it with polish. For what it is, I'll be more than happy with it because it's just a little cheap car. But yeah, it's not too hard. The only thing that's scary is getting edges, so you don't burn through, because I don't want to paint it again.
Can't wait to burn through all the spots on this truck. Oh yeah, this thing's all tore apart. It needs a lot.
A lot more than you expected.
Yeah, it's real fun. But 6-liter power. So Jordan's gonna do a little sanding, and then once we get to the buffing part, then I'll show you some of that, and then the finished product, because it should be shiny-ish. making noise. Jesus. So Jordan's got the car kind of back together-ish here. As you can see. Look at that. Yep. Just gotta pop some thingies back in. And Jordan, you should close that deck lid so we can see it all shut down together. So look at that. Didn't turn out too bad. The color's not 100% perfect, but like we said, we're not body guys, so we don't really know what we're doing.
Well, also, when we bought the paint, they said that they have
2 different kinds of paint.
Yeah,
kinda.
basically, there's a better color match and there's a less good color match, and I went with less good color match.
Yeah, so
I kind of expected it.
yeah, it's not perfect, but it's good enough for what it is for a cheap car to drive. So looks good, but yeah, so that's pretty much the end of this. So thanks for watching, and check out other videos, like, comment, subscribe, let us know more what you want to see of. We did buy a couple of nitrous kits, so we're probably going to put those on something hopefully soon. We'll see what happens. So, but if we do, we'll get some video of that.